When you fall asleep, the world you carried all day quietly dissolves. A new world rises, shaped by memory, impressions, and subtle patterns that rarely appear in daylight. In that inner world, you move, speak, fear, desire, and explore in dreams without a physical body. Something watches all of it. Something experiences it. Vedanta calls that presence the dreamer. Let us look into what that means for your practice. If this brings some clarity to you, give a like, subscribe, tap the bell, and leave a comment. What you share helps others see deeper. Welcome. This is Richard Clarke. Today we will look at Tattva Bodha, verse 22, the dreamer, the hidden self that you meet every night. The self, identified with the subtle body, experiencing the dream state, is called Taijasa. This verse describes what happens when the physical body rests and the senses withdraw. You are no longer awake to the waking world. Still, you continue to experience. A world appears in the mind when you dream, and you participate in it. That dream experiencer is called Taijasa. It is the self appearing as the dreamer. In the dream state, the subtle body takes center stage. This includes the mind, intellect, sense organs, action tendencies, and the vital airs. They work without the gross body. The dream world is formed out of impressions stored in the mind. You have a history, see landscapes, hear voices, move through scenes, and react to events. None of it depends on a waking environment. Everything is produced internally by the subtle body, the mind. The verse points out something important. The dreamer experiences without the physical body, which means your sense of being a person is not tied to the physical form. You continue to exist and experience even when the gross body is inactive. This helps loosen the strong assumption that your identity depends on the physical frame. Taijasa reveals a deeper layer of experience. It shows that the mind can create an entire world, complete with space, time, and causation, without any external input. In this way, the dream state becomes a mirror that reflects how easily identification forms. You accept the dream body as yourself until waking occurs. Only then do you recognize it was a projection. Vedanta uses this as a teaching point. If you accept the dream body as yourself for the duration of a dream, consider how strongly you accept the waking body in daily life. Both identifications arise in awareness, both change, both disappear regularly. Recognizing this softens your attachment to the waking identity and turns your attention towards the unchanging presence that witnesses each state. This verse invites you to question the solidity of your waking identity by looking at the dreamer. In dreams, you do not have a physical body. Your waking memories are unclear, and yet you feel present. You have a sense of individuality, agency, preference, and belief. Then you wake up, and the dream identity fades instantly. This disappearance raises a strong point. If the dream identity is temporary and the waking identity also changes each day, who is the stable knower behind both? This verse helps you see that identity is fluid. You adopt a subtle form in the dream and a physical form in waking. Neither form is permanent. By contemplating Taijasa, you begin to see the deeper witness behind all appearances. When this knowledge settles in your practice, daily stresses lose force. You stop treating every waking thought as your truth. You stop giving the waking personality absolute authority. You begin to notice the present that watches both waking and dreaming without changing. This recognition sharpens self-inquiry. When you look at each state and ask who or what experiences this, what remains when both states disappear in deep sleep? This quiet investigation naturally reveals the still and quiet awareness that stands as witness of all states. This insight supports steady practice, inner stability, and direct knowledge of the self. Here's a self-inquiry. What remains as both dream identity and waking identity rise and fall? Let your attention rest on the one presence that knows waking and dreaming without becoming either. Notice how both states come and go, yet something steady watches them. Stay with that presence. If this touched your practice, give a like, subscribe, tap the bell, and share your reflections in the comments. Your insights support this community and deepen the shared work of inquiry. Stay sincere, stay steady, and keep turning inward. Namaste.